Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this channel is all about my journey throughout CRNA school. So today's video is going to be a semester 3 week 12 update. If you guys are interested, let's get into the nitty gritty. So I am officially 3/4 of the way through semester 3. I am 4 weeks away from completing my first year of CRNA school, and I am so happy I can finally say that I am 2 years away, well, plus 4 weeks, almost 2 years away from finishing CRNA school, and that is amazing. I'm so happy to finally be at this point. Anyways, let's get into the updates. So I'm in 5 classes this semester, and I had a lot of my busy work assignments due coming up in week 12. So that was, toward the end of this is the end of week 12. So I had all those assignments that were due. Thankfully, 2 of my professors extended the deadlines for our papers. So I finished one last week and I finished the other one just yesterday. And I'm just so relieved to finally be done with all the busy work assignments. I do have one left. It's a case study that I have due in 2 weeks, but it's in a group of 4 and we have a lot of it already done. So I just have to kind of put it into a PowerPoint presentation, and I'll be presenting that in week 14. But anyways, so I finished my, all my scholarly papers are done. I had a presentation that I had to do. It was summarizing my paper. I did that yesterday and I turned it in. And I'm just so relieved, like I can finally breathe again, because I just felt like even when I would go to sleep and stuff, it really wasn't like restful sleep, because I knew I had a deadline coming up and I had exams and other things going on that it just made me feel like worried. And I'm so glad now that I don't have to worry anymore. They're already turned in. I just have to see what grades I get on those. But other than that, it's, as far as the busy work stuff, the majority of it is done. The last one is really negligible in my opinion. So that being said, having had the papers that I was doing this weekend and last weekend, I had an exam for patho in week 12, and I didn't put as much time as I would have liked toward that test, but I didn't feel like what I prepared for was the grade that I got. Like I felt more prepared for that test than the grade that I received. I do feel like the answer choices, okay, so in this test, it was a lot more like a clinical scenario where it would go over symptoms. So he was pretty much just going over the symptoms, and you had to list what disease this patient was exhibiting. And I did feel like, based on the pathologies we had covered for this test, it was hepatic pathologies and neural pathologies. A lot of the symptoms are kind of similar. So I don't know if maybe that's where I went wrong, because I was assuming, based on these symptoms, it was this disease process, but maybe it was another one. So he did say that we can review the exam. I'm going to review it next week with him and see where I went wrong, because I reviewed the PowerPoints after the exam. I always do that just to see, where he pulls the questions from. And I felt like I did really well. I found 3 that I did get wrong, but I didn't think that I got an 81. I did mention in my last video that I only need 2 80s in order to maintain an A in that class, but I wanted something better so that I wouldn't be so stressed come finals week, because having 4 exams in the same week is just so stressful. I just wanted to take some weight off of my shoulders, like to have this certain expectation of a grade that I need. It's a lot of stress. So I didn't do as well as I had hoped. I still did all right. In my opinion, I need a 77 on the final to maintain an A in the class, which is great. I just was hoping for something better. I do think that I have some points to argue, because I did put, I know I put a certain answer, and then I looked at the 2 options that I was down to, and all the symptoms were the same. So I feel like I will have some grounds to review what I put, and maybe I can get some points back. But worst case scenario, I only need a 77 on the final. So that was for patho. Health informatics, I had the paper and the PowerPoint presentation that I just turned in yesterday for that class. And then other than that, it's 4 more discussions and a small quiz. So I think it's just smooth sailing from here for that class. And then regional anesthesia, I have an exam next week. It's going to be the 3rd exam for this class. I've been doing well in this one. I have only missed a question on both exams. exam 1 and exam 2. So I'm setting really well in that class. I just would like to, you know, solidify that grade so that I just literally have to show up for the final. That's my goal for the majority of the classes, because surgical procedures I'm not doing so great in. I got a 79 on the midterm, and this class only has 2 exams. It does have other busy work assignments that I already turned in. I'm still waiting on my grade for my paper, because that will determine the grade that I need on the final, because I had predicted that maybe I'd get a 90 on the paper, and so I would need an 85 on the final to maintain an A, because that's really the only class that I'm in a questionable position where I might get a B. And I was hoping to get a 4.0 this semester, because I'm not in any pharm classes, and I feel like pharm is like my little Achilles heel. So I was hoping to just really ace this semester, but a B is fine. I'm not really upset about it. I just, you know, I want to aim for A's. And that's the only class that I'm really struggling in. Coexisting diseases, it's anesthesia for coexisting diseases. In the midterm, I got a 92. And we only have a final at the end. And I submitted my paper for that class, and I had a case study earlier on in the semester, and I got full credit for those. So I think I probably need around a 70 to maintain an A in that class. I should probably do the math for it. I think I already did, but I don't remember now. Neither here nor there. That one I'm not worried about. And yeah, I covered everything, right? Patho, regional, health informatics, surgical procedures, yeah, and coexisting diseases. So far I'm sitting at 4 A's and a C, but the C is because not all the grades are in. So I really should have a B. So 4 A's and 1 B, and I'm hoping I can get them up to all A's, and that would be amazing, amazing, amazing. I can't wait to be finished with the semester already. But then of course we're opening a new can of worms in semester 4. We have to go over the C exam and all the other classes that we're taking. So it's like, where is May? May 2023, where are you? But anyways, I'm doing really, really well this semester. I'm happy to give a good update. What's funny is I actually filmed this video. This is my second time filming the video, but I had something in my tooth, so I had to record everything again, but it's okay. I wasn't gonna allow that little thing, you know, no. I would have had to add a disclaimer like there's something in my tooth, and then you would have been staring at it the whole time. So anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.